I think I did a pretty good job.
Hey, you. That was a pretty good wussy pose.
Praise from Kurosawa. Damn, I'm good.
Mr. Axel, you're so into it.
Of course I am. This is the movie that everyone, including children, has been waiting for. I'm sure if my little bro saw this, he'd understand why TV appearances are nothing compared to this.
You have a little brother? So you're a family man. That's pretty rare for demons.
Oh, no, it's not like that. I'm just... Well, anyway, I'm gonna go sell myself even more, so I'll get the main role next time.
The next scene will be shot in about 4 hours by the cliffs ahead, dude!
You'll be chased to the edge of the cliff, where you'll then be doing a free dive with the heroine.
So, this is the next shooting location?
Looks like no one is here yet. Did we arrive too early? Look at that monster! What should we do? It's staring at us!
It looks like the next scene is already rolling. If I remember correctly, the second scene is where the hero brutally defeats the evil monsters, right? There's no time to waste. Where's the camera? I'll show them my extreme acting skills.
I love how you would change a script written by another world-class director.
What the hell did you do? She's the heroine of this movie. Why are you trying to hurt this great actress?
Uh-oh, you attacked a great actress and her bodyguards.
Don't worry, that was just a warm-up.
A warm-up? I don't need stuntmen to attack the leading lady. You're through in this town.
Please don't, Director Kurosawa.
Why are you stopping me?
He's pretty strong. Maybe he can be my bodyguard?
What?
It can get pretty dangerous around here. Plus, it's not like I'm his biggest fan. I don't know anything about him vanishing from TV after that show 42-Hour Counterterrorism 4 years ago.
Whoa, that was pretty specific. Yeah. Sounds like you just want to be on that show with Mr. Axel.
No way! I've never dreamt about being an extra on Mr. Axel's show.
Oh, I'm always accepting extras, but don't expect to get paid.
paid? I am the greatest actress you can find. I don't need to be paid for that.
Unbelievable! The greatest actress has fallen for a stuntman.
I've got a lady on each arm. I don't mind having a good party. Well, ladies, do your best so that I can stand out.
You already stand out with your self-centered personality. Meow.
I will show you how the greatest actress gets it done.
Anyway, what's the next scene about? Let's do this!
The entire scene takes place with the main character talking to herself. There's no part for a stunt man.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen the main character. Meow.
I heard that the main character is a human, but no one's met her yet.
A mysterious main character, huh? What if it ended up being me? Who's there?
My name is
A human destined to be a main character. Call me Mistress Heroine.
Mistress Heroine?
You there! Kneel before me! Be my stepping stone! I've never seen an arrogant human like her before.
Hey, Director! Is she really the main character of Mackay Wars? Pending.
Well, this is my first time meeting her, too. The producer forced me to give her the role. It's probably a conspiracy.
In other words, no one knows if that is the real main character, huh?
Now, now! Mistress Heroine is coming your way! It feels so good to finally be the main character!
All right, I've decided. Director, she's not the real one. She can't be. I know it for sure.
What are you saying?
I'm saying by beating this imposter, I can show them my potential. Come on, let's do this.
Hello, this is Curtis, the 38th Defender of Earth. What? You need my help? Sorry, but you have to learn how to rely on yourself. Then again, as defender of Earth, I must make sure you live long enough to learn that lesson. I'm on my way.
Look at me!
Oh, I'm so glad you got rid of that weird human who was claiming to be the main character.
Gratitude is great and all, but don't forget about the reward.
I'll put in a good word for you to the producers.
All right.
Shooting will be postponed. Since the main character didn't show up, I'll need to have a talk with our sponsors.
I sure showed them my debut as the lead role can't be far off. Yep, I'm sure I'll get a lot of offers for other movies. Oh, my little bro will be so proud of me.
I wonder where Mr. Axel gets his ideas from.
I think you'd call that being delusional.
Have you ever heard of the most anticipated movie, Mackay Wars? Pending, it looks like it's being postponed again. Insiders state that the main character was injured in an attack, but I bet the creators just ran off with a budget. They've blacklisted the demon who attacked the main character, but who cares, am I right? Anyway, take a look at this interview with the proclaiming heroine.
Punishment for those who destroyed my opportunity to debut as the main character. I won't give them.
Damn! Looks like I have no choice but to host that travel show. But Veldheim is way out in the boonies. I won't be back anytime soon, and I can't leave home for very long.
Axel, darling, I'm coming in! Oh, where's your little brother?
Oh, he's been coming home late lately. Ma said he always comes home all dirty. I want him to grow up strong. I need money to raise him to be a great demon, so come on, bring me a solid role that I can take on.
I got a good one for you this time. It's for a dinner theater at a hotel.
I see. Being up close with my fans, huh? It's completely different from movies or TV work. All right, I'll play the friendly neighborhood dark hero. Offer accepted.
You still have time to decide on that travel show in Veldheim. Don't forget about that too.
What happened, Axel? You're all torn up. Did you get in trouble for drawing on your teacher's face? Don't worry about it. You can't be a good demon if you let little things like that get to you.
Why?
Huh?
Why aren't you on TV anymore?
Oh, that? Well, I've been having a bunch of unexpected problems lately. Man, it's not easy being so popular. Plus, I'm trying to get closer to my fans lately, rather than just being on TV shows.
Liar! Everyone is talking about you. They said you can't get on a show because everyone's sick of you. Screw you, bro! I hate you!
Axel! He's gone. He must be going through a phase. That's a good sign. You should probably do that more often.
Sounds like he doesn't know that he's part of the reason why you're not on TV anymore.
Oh, are you worried about Mr. Axel now?
No. I'm just saying that it's not like the Dark Hero to not blame this on his little brother.
I guess I'm not acting very demon-like. But I was his big brother before I was the Dark Hero, and that's all there is to it.
Mr. Axel.
Aye, nay, aye, nay, aye.
Silence! Silence! Order in the court! It is an honor for demons to commit heinous and devious criminal acts. I will now pass judgment according to Netherworld law. Jeez, now what's going on? Not only is this the wrong defendant, but he's brought his whole entourage, dude! Punk kids these days think they can just do whatever they want. Oh well, moving on. We, the Dark Court, give, whoever you are, our highest praise. Dude. Felonies are a demon's war medals. Be one of the few, the proud, the ultimate sinners. Good luck. Case closed. Court adjourned. Dude.
Let's have fun! Quick! Let's have fun!
Look at me!
Take this!
Look at me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Showtime! Look at me!